So anyway, when you say what somebody feels like, it's a very slippery slope, because if we all followed what we feel like, then the world will be in chaos.
Correct. Okay, this thing can be put in this situation, all right? What if you become like a parent? Now this is emotionally also invested. So your son or your daughter tells you,
God forbid, but
God forbid, like, today I feel like I'm a woman, and they start dressing like a woman.
Kiboko ya ajabu. What? Umeona babako akivaa skirt?
So that is something we are just trying to, that's a westernized culture. I'm not trying to say that I don't agree with those people. Okay, I can't be in...
You are being in the gray area.
Yeah, because sometimes at one point, I'm like, do what makes you happy. But inwardly, they also know the truth. They also know the truth that is something that doesn't exist.
So before we address this issue, there's something you say, do what makes you happy. The reason I say it's a very thin line, yeah? The reason why we have the law is very explicit. And the law is the reason why we have order in the world. Because if we technically allow everyone to do what makes them happy, it will lead us into chaos, thinking about it. If everyone was to do what makes them happy, we have to make a compromise. For me and you to live in peace right now,
Yeah.
The reason why we can have trust amongst ourselves, we have a compromise. There's a line we have to draw. And there are things that I will not entirely agree with you on. And I will not allow everything that makes you happy, and I will not allow everything that makes me happy, because we know that there must be a line that must be drawn. Because being in that gray area is very dangerous. And that's why I fear for countries like America. They're becoming more and more allowing everyone to do what they... And now it is looking like madness, because it is madness.
There's a discord.
Yeah, but you know why in Kenya accessing guns is very hard? It's actually hard. Do you know any gun owner? Who has a private? You don't know, isn't it? I also don't know. I might know one. But the thing is, it's because of the strict gun laws that we have. Is because that's why it's very rare for you to find that a child walked into a school and shot people. Ati mtu aende tu pale Shauri Yako primary, aenda tu achape watu mabunduki, alafu ama uende kwa duka ati unaenda hapa nini Naivas, unanunua semi automatic yako fulani safi. It's very...
I think they're just real problems that we should deal with. Okay, in Kenya, this is a developing country, right? And we have a lot of things we need to sort out. And on that area of someone waking up feeling that is not allowed in this country, right?
Yeah, if people wake up like that, there will be a lot of anarchy here.
So let's just follow the law and not try to do things the way they're not supposed to be done. If you want to do that, maybe then move. There are also no passport papers for anyone who wants to go outside the country.
So we agree that this thing is a psychological issue.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't be born gay.
No, not like be born gay or the other one, but you can't be born a female and then you say, I feel. What makes you feel like a man? That is not true.
Yeah, just to make it clear, before anyone attacks me, I identify as a woman in this episode. And he says, if anyone comes against me, you're fighting a fellow woman. Why would you go against a fellow woman?
What makes you a woman?
I have decided.
You have decided today that you're a woman?
I feel like I want to be a woman.
Okay, miss.
Yes, thank you. That feels weird anyway. But I think it's a very complex issue.
Yeah.
It's a very complex
issue. I think they always say a madman is funny when they're walking in the street and they're not related to you. Until one of you or someone you love is in that situation is when you will really understand. And that now, maybe you don't have anyone from your family or from your friend group who has just woken up and say that, I feel like a man.
I actually do have people who are gay.
Leave that alone. I'm talking about, I feel like. Do you know who is gay? Is a man who is attracted to men, or lesbian is a woman who is attracted to women.
No, but the definitions have changed. It's a whole spectrum. There's even a plus at the end.
Yeah, that is why I'm telling you. The plus TQZWXY, yeah. Those things don't exist. People are just trying to make, okay, if you want.
But I personally know people who are actually dating fellow men and fellow women. Why would you think that they exist? It's not like they made it up. They exist.
Maybe that attraction can be there. I don't know. I don't know. So,
anyways, are you a Christian?
yes, I am.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what the Bible stands on, say, same-sex marriage or relations?
Yeah.
So what do you think of gays coming to our churches?
Of them coming to church, like, is there a problem with that? There's no problem with that.
It's okay.
Yeah, they can just come to church.
And then what next after they come to church and become members of our church? How do we handle gay people?
Why would you handle... Church is a collection of different weird people.
No, but you remember every Sunday, even this Sunday, we are told to refrain from sin. And this is one of the sins, same-sex relations. So will we just keep quiet about it?
There are thieves in church. There are pastors who are thieves. They steal. They're in church.
But does that
But
mean...
that is not as loud as these other people.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we cannot include them in church
No.
to fellowship
I've
with
already
them.
agreed with you that we should allow them to come to church. But my question is, should they be called out and be told, Claire, you come out as lesbian, you are sinning, you should...
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
That should be done. You know, that is why I'm saying, if it comes to certain beliefs, you know what is right and you know what is wrong. No matter how much you're trying to pretend that we should at least sugarcoat it a little bit. You know what is right. Deep inside, you know what is right and you know what is wrong.
So, you know, I'm not always out. I don't know if my friends know, but they know my stand against about the LGBTQIA+. I think I got all of them. Might have been.
I don't know all of them.
So first of all, here in Kenya, in the poetic groups I am in the artistic groups I am in, there are gay people, or they say the queer. Let me call them queer people. In fact, a very inner circle of my of places I interact, they are queer people, and at a personal level, we've never had any fights with them. And as a person myself, I believe that first of all, you cannot be born gay. That is my stand. Me as a person, I am against same-sex relations. First of all, because of my belief, but second of all, because I believe it is detrimental to the existence of human beings in the coming future.
What is this? The process of just curbing, like doing away with increasing population?
No, you cannot use gayism as population control.
But all the same.
So, I'm coming to this point. First of all, gay and Christian. There's a poem I'm writing. I'm yet to release it. I've been writing it for months. I will not say it on this podcast. But I've seen gay people, especially the Church of England, that termed God as gay or something. You cannot come. You will not hear Mohammed or Buddha being changed to gay. Have you ever heard? You've never heard, right? It's always a Christian God, the one true God. Yeah. Here's my issue with this thing. First of all, before you join Christianity, you know the stand of God on your gender identity or anything that you stand on. But you're here coming to try and change God. It's a very funny thing. My question to them in that poem is, why do you stay? If you know that this is a place that is against what you stand for, why do you stay?
Okay, this is the thing. I always don't, even us, even me, okay, I'm a Christian, right? And I make mistakes, which are sins, yeah? But what I'm going to say is this: you don't have to be blasphemous in a way that you don't have to be blasphemous, mocking God, or doing something to use the name of, like, so that people saying God is, I can't even say it. That is so wrong. And that is something I think if you're doing something, please don't just include God in it. If you know that is wrong, you know very well if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, they're against the same-sex marriage, same-sex relationship. Do it on your own, but don't just say God loves all of us, God is gay. You know that is wrong. That is very wrong. So please don't do that.
So we've talked about this gay thing for long, but anyway, as we move towards the end, I wanted us to discuss one more thing today, because I have a woman on my podcast. Yesterday was Father's Day, yeah.
Yeah.
You can send a word out to your dad. He might watch this. You never know.
Happy Father's Day, William Kapoka. I love you.
Happy Father's Day to my father, Maurice Malela. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Strong, Dad. Strong. I will text you the other one. Anyway, there was this debate, a very interesting debate about single mothers. And the debate was that some of the single mothers are celebrating themselves as fathers on Father's Day.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I wish I was a mother to know, but what I'm going to say is, wow, people are going to fight me for this. This is why I don't want to talk, because I've not been in that position. So everyone,
as pieces of my African soul, will offer you security detail. You'll be safe. Don't worry.
Just leave Father's Day to fathers. I know maybe they're going through that pain of raising the child alone, and it takes a lot to, with this economy and everything, to raise a human being alone is really hard. So celebrating themselves on Father's Day, I don't know if they're trying to, you don't know the diversity on whatever the situation is about. I'm not for it. Okay, let me just say nothing it, because I don't want to say that they should not wait for Mother's Day, celebrate yourself on Mother's Day. There are a lot of things that, who brought about these days? First of all, I'm just so confused on what to say.
I also just woke up and found them.
Because these are things that are bringing a lot of conflicts, social conflicts for nothing. Okay, fine. If they want to celebrate themselves, it's okay. But okay, what do they do apart from writing, I'm the father of the kid and the mother of the kid? What do they do apart from that?
It will not have been an issue if they celebrated themselves on Father's Day. It does not affect it does not affect the path of Earth on its axis or anything.
Yeah.
But the issue is actually just blowing out another issue that is underlying that people want to talk about.
I know whom they're trying to trigger is the deadbeat father or whatever.
Yes, as Kenyans. The Father's Day is not the issue actually. Because I saw a lot of women on my timeline celebrating themselves. I'm like, shh. But when I was digging through this whole issue, I realized that people always use one thing to reflect another thing that is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So the issue, first of all, is absent fathers. The existence of many single mothers everywhere. Do you think that Kenyan men are not stepping up? I know you've not met all Kenyan men, but just your general opinion.
Yeah, okay. I think people are just having a lot of sex and they don't really take the precautions of whatever it comes with it. So sometimes being a single mother comes in a really weird form. Maybe you just met this guy, you guys had sex, did not, and then you have a kid. You don't know this guy, that he doesn't know you, and now how are you going to stay together? How are you going to now start having all this, the whole family thing?
So does that beg the question that this whole talk of liberation, sexual liberation and freedom of sex and all should because people are like, we are free to do what we want. But then when the consequences come, people are still complaining. But then there's also this structure that we've always had, that there's family, there's time to get married, there's time to settle. And we see the result of this one and the result of this one are different. Of course, there used to be fathers who are absent on this side.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more. The sexual liberation, you had that talk, right? Where we are free to do what we want with our bodies when we want. But then boom, a child comes along, the father is absent doing other things, and then it becomes a problem.
That is why personally I'm very against cohabiting, because The moment you start staying with people, just meet in town. They've not met your family. You've not met their family. You guys are having sex every day and just doing the wife duties, husband duties with each other. And then you realize you don't like each other anymore. No one knows about you. No one knows about her. And then you split up. You have a kid.
The kid is caught in between.
Or caught in between.
Yeah.
You guys are just, okay, I'm going to curse. You guys are just fucked up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that brings about being with the single. But sometimes people do the right thing, but things just doesn't work out.
True.
Yeah.
So this
I really pray to God I don't become a single mother. I want my whole family settled.
so you want to get married in a proper way?
In a proper way and have my kids and have a family. So I'm really praying so hard not to be be a single mother.
Okay. All right. So I think that's we've talked about very complex
That is
issues.
that was so hard because I don't know. I have friends who are single mothers and it's not so easy for them.
I know.
Yeah.
Do I know any single fathers? Apparently, men really know how to keep it.
Yeah, I have an uncle with a single father.
Was it?
It was because maybe I think things just didn't work out,
Okay.
but he decided staying with my kid. You just go.
Yeah, my men are really careful, man.
But they don't celebrate themselves on Mother's Day.
No, they don't. Men are. I think the pettiness is it's
we are women. We have to act with emotions. We
some
have to
women
feel.
will beg to disagree. They're saying you're profiling them.
We act with emotions. That is just something. That is why
But
we
I
have to act with
identify as a
emotions.
woman today, and I agree. Us women, we are very emotional.
There's no matter how much you're trying to say that we have to think with logic, that is mostly on the men's side, but we have feelings. So if that day comes and you just realize you're the father of this kid is
Speaking
not
of which,
there.
I have checked my whole
You have to
timeline
cry.
on Mother's Day. I have never seen a man who celebrated himself as a mother. Actually, that would be. In fact, men will not agree. Men will kill him.
Yeah.
Not in the metaphorical
I
sense.
think maybe on Father's Day they also have that feeling like we enjoyed this thing together. Now I'm just having to raise this kid.
But even thinking about it, we should just even leave Father's Day for single mothers, because the fathers themselves, my father, he was like, Dad, I celebrate you today. Thank you for everything you've done. We bless the Lord. My other friend, I even called his dad. His dad was just like, thank you, I appreciate.
That is African family for you. We don't have the time
So
to.
in fact, let me tell you something about our fathers. Now, our fathers were the generation after us. Whether this day does not exist for 1,000 centuries, it does not make any difference.
Yeah,
to
that
them.
is why I was asking you who brought up these things.
Exactly. So
But birthdays are important and Valentine's Day.
my dad,
So
his
that
birthday
is
was this
important.
week also, actually. He was like, Dad, we celebrate you, we love you. Thank you, God bless you, my children. every time. So I think for us men, life is too simple for us. Some of
Do
these
you
sentimental
think
things-
this generation of men, do you think you don't want to be treated in a way emotions are involved? Because you're all trying to say most men nowadays have tried to make themselves to be more feminine
that's a
in a
problem.
way that they don't. If I'm trying to look for my dad in a man right now, I can never find that.
Oh,
It's okay. Let's say 0 point something percent. Because
us,
now,
we are very rare. Us 0.something%. But anyway,
because now, what every man wants is, if I'm doing this for you, you also have to do something for me in
I
return.
think you should hang out with our circles more, because a lot of men I know, it's a problem. I'm not denying it. I don't know. It's called the feminization or what? I don't know. Whatever that term is.
It's okay. Men can cry. It's okay. Men can talk about their feelings.
Why
but,
would I cry in
But
front
you,
of
but
people?
just realize that
Yeah.
a man should be responsible. What are the needs of a man? To protect, profess, and provide, right?
Yeah.
And now they're like, if I bring 5,
Yeah.
you bring, and I'm not for the bullshit of 50-50.
So here's the thing, Here's the thing. It's a very complex issue, because first of all, my father, I am sure, is a man who loves us. But no one point my father has ever come and told me, I love you, Jephthah. He's always like, I love you, my children. And we know he loves us because of the things he has done for us.
He has done, yeah.
If there's someone who has sacrificed for us, he's my dad. And if there's a man who prays, it's my dad. A man who really shows concern even for my sisters, because men are usually, they love their daughters
Their
more.
daughters,
As
yeah.
they treat us as fellow men. But it does not mean he is devoid of emotions. It does not need a man to come and cry and be on your shoulder. Why would you do that?
But that
You
is
should
what
be the
you
pillar.
what the generation,
Which generation?
Z, I know my rights, and Z Cerelac
They
needs
should
now.
be whipped. Each one of them,
That
2
is
whips.
not because men are now they want. It's just being so hard to find
I
that.
beg of you, I'm sorry for all those men you've been meeting. Come to my circle of men. They are very male, because there is a definition of a man. A man has to be tough. And when people hear tough, oh, you're stoic. In fact, a man should be stoic if you ask me. You are just someone who doesn't feel anything. Why would he be caring for a family if he didn't feel anything? He cares for
He
the family.
cares
That's
for
why
them.
he's doing all these things.
So okay, mostly finding someone who is responsible, even for themselves right now, is hard. You find like a man wanting to move into a lady's house.
Hey,
They want to go.
find me. If you see any, just call me. We'll gather with my guys
No,
and
you
come
see?
and whip him.
I had a friend who was providing for the boyfriends. She goes to work and the boyfriend has the guts to tell her, umeona shati yangu imezeeka mama. What?
You guys
And then
such
there's,
people as your friends are the problem also. They're also the problem. Why can't they find real men? Why are they being with men who are here crying, being babies?
I don't know. That's why I'm telling you I cannot cohabit. I'm just trying my best not to cohabit with someone until maybe they marry me.
And in
like
fact,
me.
when you date, in fact, first of all, even this thing of kneeling down and proposing, where did it come from?
That is cute.
So cute is the reason why people kneel down.
But I told you women act with emotions. That will be
I can propose to you when you're still like this and just take out the ring and just ask you.
foundation. How did you start the relationship? Were you
Was
I'm
I
not
kneeling
going to
down
say
when
that statement.
Was I kneeling down when I was asking for?
It also depends with the foundation,
No, but my
really.
problem is,
And it depends with the person you're dealing with. If you get a light-skinned princess, you will kneel down and maybe have a group of friends go through that. Maybe you have to do that.
So it's peer pressure from her friends.
From her friends, yeah. Maybe I don't know what that. I asked a friend yesterday, where do ladies get friends to celebrate baby showers, like a big group of friends, a big group, yeah. So I don't know. I'm always indoors doing my stuff. I don't have a lot of friends.
Coming back to this man issue, if there are people who deal with emotions very well, especially us, even in the Christian circles of men, yeah, we talk about issues. You will not find men babying you at you. Oh, Malela, you are left. Oh, come here, we have what? No, we don't have time for that. We talk about it. In fact, we will laugh at you, but doesn't mean that we don't care. We laugh because it is, we laugh it away. But then again, we say, what was the basis of you being left, or what is the basis of you leaving? We talk about it. We grow each other. Next time, I know what to do better. And that's how it's supposed to be. But this issue of telling them, it's okay to feel the way you feel.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I think, yeah. Thank you for coming on my podcast.
You're welcome.
And we talked about everything and a lot of things.
And I hope it didn't spike up emotions.
It has to. That's the whole point. Controversy is the whole point.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Any parting shot to people out there?
Take care of yourself. No one cares about you. Just take care of yourself. 100%.
Okay, that's an interesting parting shot. Me, I know my mother cares about me, my father.
No, in these streets, no one cares about you. Except your family, maybe. But take care of yourself 100%. Don't just get these things wrong. People are going to make you a single mother. And you'll celebrate yourself on Father's Day.
Wow. Okay. As a woman in this podcast, I would like to say that women can only be women. Nothing else. These definitions that you people are providing here. And me, I'm just a man who has decided to become a woman. But that doesn't make me a woman. Anyway, it's just a mental thing. But anyway, on a serious note, though, thank you for coming to my podcast on this episode. I had an amazing guest. She will be back, by the way. And in case of anything that we discuss, we love discussing things and confronting each other. So you can just leave the comments on the comment section there, or reach out to my contact. My email is on the description. And I will hope to see you next time. And thank you for joining. And don't forget to like, share, watch, subscribe, all of that. Tell them to like, share, watch, subscribe.
Like, share, watch, and subscribe.
Until next time, it has been us, Pieces of My African Soul, and see you on the other side. Thank you.
Bye.